But I feel like reading gets a bad reputation of being this like boring thing because
Really, I think it looks hot.
it looks really hot. And
Yeah.
also like, okay, when I'm reading a book, guess what I'm not doing?
Masturbating.
Volunteering. And I had silver nails for a while.
You did?
I did. It's fun.
It really was. I was gonna do like 3D on it, but it was gonna take way too long.
3D what?
Like
Like pieces?
Yeah.
Fun.
I know.
Like nuts and bolts.
And then I couldn't.
Can you do it for me? Ooh, do it on the
Oh
mic.
wait, let's do ASMR. Does it sound sick?
Can you hear that? You hear it? What? I want to hear it. Okay. This is the Sorry What podcast.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Jared Goldstein. We're here with Poppy Lou, and she's giving us a little ASMR.
Hello, this is Poppy. I'm so happy to be here, Jared.
Thank you so much for doing the show.
New nails, I got them done in Monterey Park.
Is Monterey Park where Big Little Lies was filmed?
No, it's like the opposite of that. It's like all Chinese. And it's by Alhambra.
Do you know what they call that?
You know what sounds really X-rated?
What?
I apologize in advance.
Okay. Wow, this is really an ASMR mic.
Really?
You've unlocked a new business venture for me.
Does that sound amazing?
Sounds incredible. Oh my God. Wait, comedian Nori Reid is calling me.
Nori!
Let me just take this really quick.
I'm gonna do some more ASMR.
Hi,
Oh, wait.
hi Nori.
It's too loud.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just did a podcast. How are you doing?
Oh, what podcast did you do?
Just I don't know if you know them. They're Brian and Nick. They're Britannic.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. They do a podcast. I worked with them on the TV show that I wrote for.
Oh, beautiful. And what TV show was that?
Standing by Ali's show.
Incredible.
Guess what I just found out?
What did you? What? Okay, I should just tell you now. You are on speakerphone on my podcast with Poppy Lou right now, and I was sort of trapping you.
Hi, Nori.
Poppy.
Hi, baby. Okay, while you're doing this, I'm on the other mic doing obscene ASMR into the microphone.
Wow.
R-rated
There's so much
ASMR.
going on.
Do you want to announce your news live on my podcast, which is live for millions of people? Live.
This is live?
It's
No,
live for
it's
millions.
It's very much secret. So.
Well, in that case.
So thanks for telling me. I cannot do that on the podcast.
Welcome to my podcast, Nora. You're making your debut. Does it feel good?
I mean, not like this. I don't want to debut like this.
So you're mad at me.
Have me on like all your other girls.
No, never.
All the other men that I sleep with. Don't give me a secret. Be proud of me. Like Poppy, like anyone, like any other girl.
I'm like, name one more woman.
Who else is on your podcast? Hannah Einbinder's done it. Yeah.
She did do it.
Yeah, treat me like Hannah, please.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up on you. I'm sick of you. I don't like you anymore. So guess what? If you thought you were on the fence about listening to this podcast, you should, because I'm hanging up on Nori Reid on my podcast right now. Ugh, I don't like Nori Reid. Bleh.
Me neither. I'm going on tour in July. Please come. There's still tickets left.
Go see Nori Reid live in July. Still tickets left. Love you.
I love you. I'm gonna text you. I love you.
Okay, bye.
Go girls. Thank you, naughty little.
Wow, so if you're just tuning in, I just savagely hung up on Nori Reid.
savagely.
Poppy has been giving you a little ASMR for your nerves.
Honestly, the way that I've been doing ASMR.
Oh, you don't
should
have to
be
wear
paid.
we don't
I
have to wear these.
Okay.
Only for the voicemails do we
But
need
do you
them
think I
on.
look cuter with it on or not?
It does look cute with your outfit.
Thank
and also,
you.
we're both wearing black and white, which we did not plan.
We did not plan. This is actually my gym outfit. Famously, I arrived here in the parking lot and said, Jared, I'm so sorry. I'm unshowered. I just came from the gym. I've been crying the entire car ride. And Jared goes, oh, great. You know this is on camera, right?
And those are my exact words.
So here we are now. But
Yeah, when my friends tell me that they were crying, I'm still like Hollywood. I'm still like, wait, just so you know, we're on camera.
yes.
That's where my head's at.
One thing about Jared is that Jared films everything for personal gain. So your most
Yeah.
vulnerable moments, he will be filming it.
Yes. It's like you see some of these like musician documentaries, and they were like, you're really filming your whole life.
Yes, I think that all the time. Like they just woke up. Who's in your bedroom filming that?
These famous music artists whose names I won't say, but we all know.
We all know.
I'm gonna wear these because you're wearing them. I feel like normally
I
I'm
like hearing
against
yours.
wearing them the whole time, but there's something about our outfits.
I feel
We're
like
both wearing
really
black
works with
and
our
white.
outfits. Also, wait. Now that I have this on, I want to hear what the ASMR is like.
Listen to it again. You can hear it, baby. Oh, you didn't have your headphones on the whole time?
You guys
let
are
me do it.
so
I'll do it too. I'll do it
nasty.
too.
You've been listening to that this whole time, you dirty little freaks.
They're loving it.
Should we do the same thing, or should we try to like do jazz?
Oh, how about this? Okay, we'll play a game.
I have to
One
guess.
of us, well, the listener will guess.
Okay.
One of us is going to do ASMR mouth sounds, and then the listener will guess which one
Whose
it is.
mouth it is. This game, famously on Jared's podcast, is called Whose Mouth Is It?
Also, famously, I've seen this on Chelsea Peretti's podcast and a number of other podcasts. But
Interesting.
it is important to note that I invented it, that they copied me.
Yes.
And I did it first.
Yes.
Okay, round one.
Okay.
We'll do 3 rounds.
Okay, great.
Okay, round
But we have to both
one.
move our mouths so that the.
Or like if we're just behind
Oh,
the
yeah,
mic.
yeah. Let me hide. Let
Because
me
if you're watching.
scoot down. Yeah.
Okay, so round one.
Okay.
And now, in a Dora the Explorer style question, who do you think that was?
This mouth or that mouth?
If you answered that mouth, being mine, Jared's mouth, you're right!
You would be right.
Okay.
Okay.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Whose mouth do you think that was?
If you guessed Poppy, you would be wrong.
Idiot!
You bad boy.
Are you stupid? It's my mouth again. You fell for that. Okay.
Okay. Round 3.
Whose mouth do you think that was? If you guessed Poppy,
You're wrong again, you loser.
Oh my God, can you do anything right?
You dumbass
I'm really
nerd.
wondering, can you do one thing right?
Literally.
I
feel like we played got him.
we really got him. we got him like we got Nori.
Yeah.
This is the latest prank, the prank call podcast.
A prank call. Wait, just so you know, this is what my mouth actually sounds like.
It sounds better than mine. I'm pissed.
No,
Now
I
you
think
gave
you
me
were
a
doing-
new thing to be dysmorphic about.
You were doing more variation. Like you were doing some like.
Okay, you're making fun of me.
No, I just don't want to mess up my lip liner. Anyways,
Damn.
thank you
have
for
a
having
nice,
me here.
Thank you for being here with your. You have a nice mouth. Can I say that? Put me in jail.
Thank
All right, Poppy
you.
Lou has a nice mouth. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, one thing about Jared is that as I was putting my makeup on very quickly in the bathroom because I was like, I didn't realize we were on camera. Jared comes in, sees me with lip liner on, which is famously the catfish of all catfishes, and goes, "Oh my God!" what did you? You were like,
I was like, hello.
you're like,
I'm
hey,
Jared.
you're like,
Hi.
hey, I'm Jared.
Hey, I'm
Yes,
Jared.
that voice.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
You don't like that?
Version of it. There's like the
Oh,
after hours,
gotcha.
you know,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I find to be more like both.
Erotic.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like on one hand, I'm like, ugh. On the other hand, I'm like, I want to be that.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
works. It works.
Yeah. Like it goes along with this.
Wait, can I say something really cool?
Yeah.
One time, something was unlocked for me where a friend of mine was like, I find douchebags hot. And I was like, what? We're allowed to say that and think
Yes,
that?
yes.
Wait, I think that. I've thought that my whole life.
Yes.
I think douchebags are hot.
Yes. That's because they have this,
Yes. And I know it's dumb.
which is universally.
I know it's dumb, and that's a part of why I like it.
Yeah. I
I
know
don't
what
think
it
it's,
is.
I don't think, I'm not falling for it.
Yeah.
I am aware of it. I'm falling for the broader picture.
No, I understand. There was one Halloween where I have an alter ego.
Yes.
Alter ego named Kevin. Kevin Wynn.
You mean a Finsta?
For those of you, Kevin, the people wish Kevin has a Finsta, but like you know that like the trope of the Asian guy who's always at like raves and music festivals and dates like ABGs and stuff.
Wait, what's ABG?
Asian baby girl.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Which I think now we're in the like Asian baby girl phase of a lot of people being like, I'm a reformed ABG, etc. Anyways.
Oh, cool.
So ABGs date Kevin Wynn, who's just like this trope.
Okay.
And one Halloween, I went as Kevin and I covered myself up in tattoos, like full sleeves, neck, everything, like, you know, cut out tank, and just was like all night. I have never been hit on by so many femmes in my life.
Whoa.
Like they literally were like,
Wait.
they'd be there on the arm of their boyfriend being like at me. And of course the whole time I literally was just like,
Isn't that wild how
which
that works?
actually takes so much energy to be that unbothered looking.
Oh.
Like that, like dissociated, which I was like, oh, my go-to, like, I'm just like,
You're sobbing in your car.
I'm sobbing in
You
my
are
car.
deeply bothered.
I'm deeply bothered. I'm not.
And literally same. Completely same. But can I tell you, one year for Halloween, so I bought like a breastplate, but it was like the
Hot.
cheapest Halloween store breast. It was truly like $3. It was hollow, flimsy. And what
The neckline is like,
there's no,
it's like cut with scissors.
There's no neckline. There's a string. Is how there's no neckline. It's just a string, and you put the string over your head, and it's not meant to
see.
look real in any way. It's meant as like a fun little pranky like gag costume. So I bought that, and then I bought like also a pig nose and pig ears, and I was like, I'll be a slut pig for Halloween,
Or Miss Piggy.
or Miss Piggy,
Who
and
is-
then
Our, like the bimbo of all bimbos. Our bimbo godmother, fairy godmother.
yes, oh,
The one we all look
truly.
up to. Yeah.
I mean, the way that
Powerful bimbo
the
energy.
Muppets, it's all baked into culture. It's amazing.
Definitely, yeah.
They've done great things.
Okay, wait. So who hit on you all night?
Okay, so I'm wearing this breastplate, and gay men were hitting on me. Were staring at me all night.
You're like-
And I was shocked. When I put on plastic tits, I also put on I took a white t-shirt and I cut it like a crop top, but the crop hit the nipple.
Definitely.
So you could see the nipple and the underboob.
Everyone is vulnerable and weak for underboob.
All these gay men are
Everybody.
staring at me, and I'm like, how does sexuality even work? I'm so confused.
Who are we?
Yeah, they were eating it up, and I was like, wow, sexuality is so beautiful and mystical.
Yeah. I feel like you have very beautiful features.
Thank you.
Maybe it all just came together in a way that was so elegant, if you will.
Yeah.
That it was kind of like a piece of artwork to
Yeah.
behold,
Hey, you got to celebrate art even on Halloween.
even on Halloween.
Yeah.
And that's something that you famously always said.
Always.
Always.
You have to celebrate art even on Halloween. And they'll hear that, huh?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's
Do you
awesome.
watch, what kind of YouTube? Are you watching ASMR? Are you watching like
On
mukbang?
TikTok. I'm not active on TikTok. Like I don't know how to make TikToks. It seems so complicated,
Yes.
but I will dissociate on the couch for 3 hours and scroll. I will do that. Yeah.
And what are you watching, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, my TikTok feed is it's a mixed bag of like, okay, I get some Nara Smith, but that's because everyone's getting Nara Smith.
Oh, I'm hearing about this
like
woman.
the trad wife.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
there's like do people care about trad husbands? Is that a thing? Because I'm watching these like nerdy husbands on Instagram in these tiny little shorts. And they're
Oh.
doing little chores around the house and they're just
Wait,
they're
yes,
such
that is a thing.
nerds. They're
Yes.
such nerds. Like they're just such like nerds, but it's so very attractive to me.
I feel like they might still be a trad wife.
Like maybe I'm looking at my version of a trad wife.
Yes. And
They're
I think
like-
they
they're
would still be, I
wearing-
feel like trad wife is beyond gender.
And they're corny. So okay, like the account, I don't know the guy's name, so I couldn't even dox him if I wanted to. But he's just like really handsome, but in a kind of corny way. And then he wears these like little shorts that are just, they're like very Lululemon. He's like wearing little Lululemons.
And is he like cleaning? Is he cleaning
Yeah.
well?
Not always, but he is cleaning. There's one video of him cleaning the fridge, but it's very much, you can tell it's very much about the shorts because he's like, I'm like, why am I seeing your whole leg as you clean the fridge?
Honestly, like stuff like that, I can't believe people are just making and posting that stuff free. That literally is paid. That should be paid content.
That should be behind a paywall. The way I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Woo! I mean, and there's something about it being corny that I'm like, because it's like, I have a lot of like, I think especially like being like a young gay guy and having a lot of like straight girlfriends, and you just realize that there is sort of this divide, not always, but like in my experience there was, of like my girlfriends liked cool guys. Like they liked like tattoos and like, you know.
Wait, but I feel like that's changing because did you hear about hot rodent men?
Yeah, what is this about?
Okay, this is I don't know who wrote this first diabolical story. It's definitely also a Gen Z intern who wrote this, and it became
Okay.
the thing. Like
About Josh O'Connor, right?
it's about what's Jeremy Allen
Yes, White.
White?
Yeah.
He's one of the people that's on it, which I
Okay.
think he's actually like very hot. But like he's in the genre of like what's his name? Barry.
Oh, Keegan?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, like where
Kind
they're
of like men with intense faces, maybe like a little
kind of like character actor looking men, if you
untraditionally
will.
hot.
Yes,
Sure.
and that's like it's the next phase of golden retriever boyfriend, which was sort of the thing last summer. Of
Okay.
like these kind of all American looking blonde guys,
Yeah.
like who would have been like the World War II imagery.
Yes.
That has switched over to hot rodent men.
Hot rodent men.
I don't know how we got onto this, but
Well, you're a pervert, and you're
I am a
you're
pervert.
shoehorning rodent men into every conversation you can.
I'm a sick little pervert,
You really are.
and that's one thing about me.
Wait, but what were we talking about? Oh, these. I'm watching Tradwives. I'm realizing in real time that I'm watching Tradwives, but for me, it's
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
And it's like these kind of, they're like a little bit like tech vibe. You know, these like Lululemon
Like
outfits.
tech during the day,
Yes.
the circuit party at night.
Oh, these are straight men.
Oh, these are straight men.
These are this is why they're trad. They're straight men.
Oh.
It's straight men with like 2 blonde daughters, but they're the kids aren't,
I see.
They're away with the mom.
Okay, but how
and
straight are they
dad's-
though?
I mean, they seem
seems-
really straight. It depends who you talk to, because it's like some people would be like, this is the straightest man I've ever seen in these
But I feel like
Lululemon shorts.
it's sort of like a circle of sexuality. Like once you become really straight, you're
Yeah.
automatically incredibly gay.
and they're like that ion.
They
like,
toe-
like
yeah,
popping
exactly.
across like the end of the
Yes.
And this is a science podcast, and we know about
yes, that
how
ion
science works.
between very very straight to gay is what started the Big Bang.
And there's
Famously, it's a quasar.
Quaalude.
Quaalude.
Yeah, it's a Quaalude.
And I am Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Hell yeah. Should we use our scientific minds to help one goddamn person? As 2 literal actors in LA, should we try to maybe think about other people or no?
I guess.
Okay, fine. Roll it.
Fine.
Hi, my name's Hannah.
Wait, stop
and
this.
I've just been in a weird thing.
I don't want to think about other people. I want to talk about us. Because I just remembered we're on a show together.
We are.
We are.
We literally are.
We are.
We literally are.
And it's easy to forget because it's animated and it's not out yet.
And we don't see each other either in the recording booth.
Yes.
So we have never actually met each other on set, if you will. But we
yeah.
know it in our minds.
We know it
so
in our minds.
on the same set of The Mind.
Yes, the set of the mind.
And that rocks.
Yes. Maybe we'll have a scene together at some point.
I think we would.
And again, we'll never meet.
We'll never meet.
But maybe my character will be talking in the same room as your character talking.
Yeah, like maybe they'll stitch together a couple of our separately recorded clips.
Yeah. It's okay, so it's a show that is happening. I believe it is on Netflix.
On Netflix.
And it will be out in probably 2029, 2031.
Totally.
Something of that nature, the way these
It's animated, and that's awesome.
Yeah. And then the show's really gay. It's really Asian.
Really gay.
It's
really
really
Asian.
funny.
Really funny.
It's literally like a dream job.
It is really cute.
I'm so freaking excited.
I feel like even when they told us it was picked up to series, there was we had like a 10-person email thread where everyone was like, yay!
Yeah.
And like that's like the only kind of production I want to be part of. Like I don't want to be with anyone who's above replying all to a group email being like, I'm excited.
Shake my hand right now. That is how I feel. I feel the same way. And look,
so we're excited.
I'm not picky. I will be a part of a production that does not do that. I'll be happy to do that. And I'll shut up. But I would much prefer to be on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like school play vibes.
It feels good.
Which is good.
Okay, so now that we've sort of talked about our credits, roll that tape.
Hi, my name's Hannah, and
Hi,
I've
Hannah.
just been in a weird thing with one of my friends where she's been subtweeting me a bunch. We went out to dinner a few nights ago, and we just like went to split the bill, and she got like a little bit less than everyone, but not a crazy amount. And we just like asked if we could split it evenly, and she didn't really say anything at the time and just put her card down, but I could tell she was upset. And now she just won't stop talking about it on Twitter, and it's like kind of weird.
That's
and I don't know if I
crazy.
should say something or if I should just let it go. Thanks.
Wait,
Subtweeting your friends after dinner?
that's unhinged.
Do you think they're not going to see it?
I feel like I have follow-up questions.
Yes.
Okay, like did Hannah confront you personally first or privately?
And to clear up any confusion, this is not Hannah Einbinder.
This is not Hannah Einbein.
Because you are the third cast member. This is officially an unofficial Hacks
This is a Hacks promotional
recap
podcast.
Brought to you by Hacks on
Yeah,
Max.
this is a Hacks fan podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
Sponsored by Max. Just kidding, not sponsored by Max.
Yeah.
No,
So this is not Hannah
A Hannah that I've
Einbinder.
never met before.
Yes.
A Hannah whose voice I heard for the very first time just now.
Yes. Okay, but what's your follow-up question?
Like, did the friend reach out privately first, or was
I don't think so. I think
it just
that's why.
appeared immediately in this?
Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever like
No.
caught wind of someone subtweeting you?
No, because one, I'm not really on Twitter.
Okay.
And two, like, okay, my other follow-up question is, was she tweeting it in like a funny way? Like, is she sort of like, is she trying to like make a bit about it or be
Yeah.
like a whatever? Or is it like you accidentally saw someone's tweet that was like commenting on a thing, but the thing was you?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's the worst one. Because
I feel like this person's not your friend.
if it was a fun, cute bit, I don't think someone would be calling into this extremely helpful and important podcast.
Extremely helpful, verified by therapists
Yeah.
internationally.
And medical doctors
And
as
medical
well.
doctors.
In the last episode, I proved that I am basically a dentist. I know a lot.
Oh my God.
I know a lot. I know a lot.
Can you check out my upper molar?
You got it.
After this,
Just
is
give me your
over,
credit
just-
card and I'll take care of it.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I used to subtweet people, and I did.
But like
get,
friends or like
kind of like dating. I used to do like dating subtweets.
okay, like saying what?
And they did twice. I got caught. One of them was, and they're pretty benign, and I think they were. I like to think that they were funny and clearly like a bit. And both of them, we ended up becoming friends because they are also in comedy, and
And they thought it was hilarious.
You know, I don't know. I think maybe politically they would say they found it hilarious, but maybe not. I don't know.
Huh. Okay, but can you like give me an example of
100%.
one of the subtweets?
Okay, yeah. So one of the subtweets was, okay, so I was talking to someone on a dating app, and then they kind of went quiet at one point, and then it just didn't go anywhere. And then months later, we were on a variety show together.
Oh.
And they were doing musical improv. And they went up after me. And I'm sitting watching the show, supporting live comedy. You should try it.
Our altruistic live theater supporting.
I don't just take, okay? I also give.
Give to the
And then
arts
I
community.
I take more than I give, but I do give. So they came on stage and then I recognized them. And then like from my seat, I tweeted about it, which was, I should have waited a couple days or something.
I love that.
And then it wasn't until like maybe a year later, because then we became friends, that they were
That it was brought up, like being like LOL.
They were like, oh, by the way, I fully saw that tweet.
Okay, but I feel like that's different. This is someone that you actually weren't friends with.
Yeah.
That you had a passing encounter.
That is totally true.
Hannah's situation sounds like this person is a friend who
Yeah.
won't talk to you, but will talk to Twitter.
Yeah.
Which could be hilarious if it was like someone from a dating app. But I feel like not great
when
as
it's
a
your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
I feel like, okay, I have a Scorpio moon placement, and also my Mercury is in Sagittarius. So I'm incredibly.
Can you explain that?
So Scorpio moon means I'm insane,
Okay.
and Mercury in Sagittarius means I'm not scared to start fights. Yeah. And that combination makes it so I'm not really scared about confrontation. I don't like seek it out, but like if
Yeah.
something's like, I really will not shy away from being like, I don't like that. Or like, or you know what?
That's an
like,
amazing,
I can't hold
amazing,
anything
amazing
in.
quality.
Which like is, I feel like good for the most part, not good sometimes. But if I were you, I would be like, what?
Next caller.
And that's the best advice I can
Yeah.
give. is to
Okay.
be-
I've really had to like figure out how to do that, because I love to bottle it up.
I cannot.
I love to feel a feeling, push it way down, feel like a martyr for doing so, but actually kind of like mildly mistreat my loved ones in the process. And then later on, everything kind of explodes out, and it's all so much worse than it would have been if I had just said, hey, that made me feel weird in the first place. But also, like, I don't actually know how to, because like I don't feel like I could actually go to someone and go, hey, that made me feel weird.
I don't know if I say, I think it's, I'll just like, I'll be like, I don't know. I can't think of like an example of like how I would word it.
For me, it's like it's like two parts. One part, coward. I'm a coward, and I don't want to have a confrontation. But another part is I love gossip.
I do love gossip.
And when someone crosses me,
You want to
I
just
literally
gossip about
go,
it.
and I go, I cannot wait to tell my friend about this.
Wait, but that's a way of letting it out, which I think is
Aw,
good.
thank you. Okay, maybe I don't have to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like an outlet.
But I do make sure that if it's a close friend, that ultimately,
Like you're not like spreading a
eventually-
rumor.
Yeah.
You're spreading like, you're saying, I just feel like we need a space where we can like vent stuff
Yeah.
out. And like sometimes you just need to get it out. You just need to say it out loud and be like, I'm really pissed off by so and so.
Yeah.
And this is why. And then you kind of just feel better afterwards and you can move on. Like, okay, I don't know if this is with your group of friends, but like I had a group of friends in my 20s where like everybody was really into processing. And there was like a phase where like everyone was constantly like, you'd be having so many check-ins with so many different people. You're constantly processing your feelings and processing stuff.
I'm scared.
I know. And I feel so allergic to that now, where like, I don't want someone to not keep something from me, but I also really believe on being able to like move on from a thing too,
Yeah.
to be like I like that pissed me off, being like, oh, my bad. I won't, and then being like,
and then
like,
kind
cool.
of move. Yeah.
You know, like I'm
Yeah.
also a parent now. I'm like, I don't have time to check in with everybody and do a full emotional processing.
That is so real. That is so, yeah. I mean, I like, it's important to have them when you need them, but I am also just like, it's so baked into me. I'm like a cat in the bath when it comes to like a conversation. I'm like
you shy away from it.
yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay, here we go. But then it's always really nice, and it's like if you're having it with a friend you actually care about, like it's always going to come from a loving place,
Yeah.
and like you'll get through it. But the whole thing. Have you ever had like a moment where like you were like, oh, I'm feeling a feeling, let me call this out, and then for some reason either you were like, you misread the situation and then you felt maybe embarrassed or wrong?
I have, but I also feel like with your like real friends, the people that you're really close to, that they would also like I feel like there's been a time where like afterwards I've said to like a friend being like, sorry, I think I was being a bitch.
Yeah.
And like they're like,
And I'm still waiting for you to say that to me.
you know, or like someone's like said, like, you know, like I feel like there's grace that's built in to people that like you're like, I'm in a long-term friendship and relationship
Yeah.
with, and like we're just not gonna always be at our best. And like maybe part of the like not even calling out, but just like being like that didn't sit well with me or whatever, is also being able to say that about yourself too. Like I'm also not like above being like, I was being a real,
I didn't sit well with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like being, I just wasn't in a good place, and like that's okay. It wasn't my best day, and like maybe I was kind of spicy, but
Yeah.
also like, you know, I'm sorry, and like I hope you didn't take it personally, and like I'll be less of a bitch.
Okay. And that's as close as I'm going to get as a real apology from Poppy. And I'll take it.
One thing about me is I'm a bitch,
And two things about me is I'm a bitch and I'm a fucking bitch.
and I'm a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've saved at least one life here
I
today.
feel like we answered your question.
I
Do you feel
you
like
know
we
what's
answered-
also
I feel like we
crazy?
answered.
Like we didn't even actually just have an actual like friend catharsis. We're barely helping Hannah have one, but I still have like the hangover of like I just was honest. Oh.
I was just honest. Yuck. Oh, wait.
Isn't that
Actually,
crazy?
this could be kind of a slay. Okay, if you want to be like real bitchy about it, you could just like send a Venmo to the friend with a screenshot of the subtweet as the comment.
That you could do. I mean, you have to show the friend, right? Like,
And then you screenshot that entire transaction and then you subtweet it.
because they need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to
Jared
know.
is
I'm bored.
over this.
I'm so bored.
Okay, Hannah, what Jared's trying to say is that he doesn't care. He's saying move on.
Yeah, I'm saying.
He's saying your issues bore me.
I'm saying.
They're
That's what I'm saying.
This is, I'm above this.
Yeah.
This doesn't matter. Grow up.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Okay, next caller.
Okay, great. I think we did great on that.
I think we really did.
Hi, sorry, what? I have been having a lot of weird sex dreams lately, and I'm just like wondering if you think I have any obligation to tell my partner about it. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels like something I should tell them. What do you think?
Me yawning is me trying to fall asleep so I can have a sex dream.
Totally.
I'm just trying to get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then famously, you're able to fall asleep by yawning 3 times.
Yes.
Clapping 3 times, going in a circle, and
Imagine
then
suddenly I'm
Yeah.
just out, rock hard. You and Rocco are just kind of like,
rock hard.
yeah.
I just have to carry your podcast for the rest of the
Yeah.
hour. And then I have to do all your next guests by myself too. As
You just
rock
take
hard.
over.
We just push the chair to the back. You're still rock hard.
And asleep.
In the background of our next.
Honestly, that would be a perfect episode. I'm tired.
Yes.
This is probably the 9th or 10th episode we've done. I'm sick of this.
Today?
Yeah. We've done 10 today.
I'm sick of this.
10 today. Would you say, would it be fair to say that we are 25 minutes in?
We are exactly 31:18.
31.
Oh. Jared, you're not okay. You need a nap.
I know, I'm so yawny. Do you have any advice for me, just at all?
Sleep?
Sleep? I got.
you?
Here's the thing. I didn't sleep 2 nights ago because my shoulder was hurting
Wait,
so bad.
I didn't sleep 2 nights ago.
We should have called each other. We should have a sleepover.
Yes, we should have. I was so awake that I literally read
Was
a book at 4 a.m.
Damn. You know, during the pandemic, I read 12 books because I was so unwell.
That's so many books.
It's like life. If you see me reading, that's a cry for help.
Whenever I'm reading, I immediately start feeling myself so much. I'm like, dang, I'm smart.
It's amazing. I feel like reading does get like a bad. Oh, was that Kevin Wynn coming
That was
out a
Kevin
little bit?
being like-
wait, Kevin can read?
Kevin pretends to read to get the ladies. Am I right?
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart guy alert. But I feel like
Take
reading
notes.
gets a bad reputation of being this like boring thing because
Really, I think it looks hot.
it looks really hot. And
Yeah.
also like, okay, when I'm reading a book, guess what I'm not doing?
Masturbating.
Volunteering. Anyone reading, if you're on a high horse because you're reading, babe, you could be volunteering right now. You could be literally helping one single soul, but you're not
You could
because
be
you're reading
jerking
a
it.
book. So get off your high
So-
horse reading. Like, enough of it. You could be jerking off right now.
You could be jerking off.
You could be doing anything. So for me, it's like when I'm reading, it just feels like the most.
You feel like you're wasting
luxurious-
time?
No. It just feels like I'm like luxuriating in
I
my own meanness. Like I'm
see.
literally just like playing with my imagination. I feel like a prince who's like up in a castle waiting for like my chef to like.
Wait,
cook
Jared, you
me
should.
my
It sounds like
meal.
you should read more. It sounds like you like it.
I love it. I really do love
Sounds
it.
like you like it.
But I just don't do it.
Totally.
Does
And
that
I
make
feel like
sense?
to circle back to the question, I feel like we answered it.
It's kind of like when you like eat a salad. You're like, wait, this is delicious. Why don't I have these more? And then you're just
Or like when you go to bed before 11 p.m. and you're like, I feel amazing.
yeah, it's like just because you like it.
You're so tired.
I'm like crashing.
I think you should just go and like do your
Take a little nap, take a
your
power nap, and we'll start again.
rock
in-
hard napping.
Yeah.
you do.
All the blood
back
has
there.
rushed to my penis,
Yes.
and I'm feeling lightheaded.
That's clear. Am I right? Yeah. We can all see that. Am I right? Okay. Anyways.
Anyway, okay,
Wait,
so
look at
sex,
sex
dream.
stream,
Should you
sex
tell your
dream.
partner that you're having a sex? I mean, I don't
think
you
so,
should
no.
tell them
I don't think you
goddamn
have
thing.
to. And I
Here's the
also-
thing: I don't think you should tell your partner anything.
You definitely
Don't tell them a word.
I also like don't. I think it's not so much you're a sex dream. I think it's that you feel guilty about it. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should feel guilty about it. I have the weirdest sex dreams about people in my past that like they don't surface in my mind at all. Except for once a year, I'll have my quintessential sex dream about them, and I wake up like, it's like
Is it fun?
it's not your fault.
The sex dream?
Eh,
Mine are so not fun.
really? What are yours like?
They're repressed.
Who are they with?
closeted. They're with like a hot man in a red bathing suit.
Always?
It like one of the most formative ones for me was
I
like
see.
basically like when you are closetits, you just have all that you should have. What you should have is like a gorgeous sex life in your dreams.
Yes.
But doesn't work like that. You're closeted in your dreams. At
Really?
least I was.
I feel like I wasn't. That's how I actually
Really?
knew that I was queer when I was younger. Well, I didn't know when I was younger, but I was like, I only have sex dreams about women.
Every time you say stuff, I feel jealous and I want it. And I go, oh,
What else have I said that you want?
it'll come to me later. But I just,
awesome.
that you're not afraid of confrontation.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, I want that.
maybe, but I see a benefit in your thing too. Like for me, it's like I get so worked up internally. It has to come out.
Yeah.
It just has to. I can't hold on to anything.
That's me yawning. It has to come out.
I've never known this about you. that
No,
you have a
I'm
chronic
feeling
yawning.
sleepy right now because again, I didn't get great sleep 2 nights ago, and I think I had like a third coffee today, and I think it's the third one
Definitely.
kind of turns on you.
Yeah,
kind
it
of has the
becomes
reverse
bad.
effect.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's kind of
You
right.
go
But
to a
also, here's the
dark
thing:
place.
I don't mind being sleepy. Like something about like podcasting or like doing stand up. It's like you can do it tired.
You can-
Like it's totally fine. Like you can still do
The
it.
thing is, I don't think I could ever do stand up though. I feel like I have a lot of respect for. I have so many friends that are stand ups,
Uh-huh.
which is kind of like I just like. There's sometimes where I just cannot.
Yeah.
I can't. But maybe I would feel better about it if I yawned, if I let myself be incredibly tired.
Yeah, maybe
while I did
so.
stand up. Yeah.
But also, I feel like, at least for me, like, I think stand up came out of not telling people what I thought all the time.
Oh, and then so you would work it into your
Yes.
material.
Or no, I would just go, no, this is like just childhood, young adulthood of just like
see.
going home and just like thinking about what I should have said and didn't say
Ah.
and won't say ha, ha, ha. And I just think and think and think and think and think. And then you start writing it down. And then you start coming back. You start coming up with like comebacks.
And then
for
you're,
like your
like, feeling
childhood
yourself.
trauma. And then you write it down. And then you go tell people. Because like for me, it was like that was the reason I wanted to do it, was because I had all this stuff I wanted to say that I never said. But it seems like you naturally say the things that you want and need to say.
I've never thought about it that way, so I have nothing else left to say.
Or just that, like, you
I'm
just
empty on
yeah,
the
like, or
inside.
like your creative, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
there's
like,
nothing going on
you're
behind
hollow,
these eyes.
I'm
And
very
that's something
full.
that you should know about me, is that there's never anything going on behind these dissociated eyes.
Dunk. That's the sound if you bop Poppy on the head. Dunk. No, but like your creative spirit, and I did spit when I said spirit.
But
and that's why you got to be watching the YouTube.
our
because
audience loves that. You
get
sick
to
little
see me
freaks.
spit on Poppy.
You love a wet little mouth,
Okay,
don't
there's
you?
the caption and the reel. Jared Goldstein spits on Poppy Lou.
You little freaks.
Yeah. But your creative little bug got to do other stuff, went other directions because you didn't have all this stuff you weren't
Pent
saying.
up stuff that I wasn't saying.
But I did, so that's where my creative little bug went.
Became
And
a
was like,
stand-
ooh, let's play with these.
I see.
We got all these little thoughts lying around that we never said.
Hmm.
But where was I coming from before that? About sex.
Sex
Closeted
dream.
dreams.
Closeted sex dreams.
Yeah, they were always like I was about to have sex
And
with
then
a
you couldn't.
really hot guy, and then one of them, with the guy who was in the bathing suit. Okay, so we were on the beach. I'm probably like 14, 15, and I have a dream that I'm on like a Corona style beach, like a perfect blue, and there's this hot man in red shorts, and I'm like, mommy, come to me. And then what literally happens is like, you know those like planes that land in the ocean?
Yeah.
One of those scoops me up. And I'm like, no.
That's really Freudian.
Yeah.
That's really Freudian.
Yeah. And if I knew who Freud was, I would. I
Fuck
wouldn't have
him.
to pretend. Yeah. He sounds hot.
He sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his number?
Yeah.
What neighborhood does he live in LA?
What's his at?
Yeah. Is he
Is
in
he on
WeHo?
Instagram?
Is he west side or east side of LA?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had dreams like that all the time. Although recently I had.
But you're always getting scooped up by like
by
a
an
plane.
airplane.
By an
Yeah.
airplane.
Or the dream just ends right before it really gets going. But recently I had a dream. I do lucid dream once in a while. I haven't like peaked
I
yet.
sometimes do also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had like a full blown like party because I'm lucid dreaming. But I do stop having nightmares because I'm lucid dreaming.
Yes,
which is
that's how I
helpful.
can do it.
Yeah, my
But I
nightmares
can't
stop.
control it enough that I can be like, let me craft this world.
Yeah, twice it's happened where like I have dreams that I can fly, which are really fun.
Wait, what's your dream flying technique?
Oh, it's kind of like it's somewhere between swimming and flying. Like there is, I am. There's the
Working.
feeling of your body is pumping the flying.
Yes.
So it feels like how it looks in most cartoons. I
have
would
to
say.
for mine. I have to run backwards really, really, really fast, and then kick my legs like I'm doing like a
Oh my God,
like
you're
a
like a
backstroke,
kite.
and then until like I can kick myself off the ground. But I kind of have to be kicking the whole time
That's so
until I'm
funny.
like high enough that I can kind of like float
Stop
a little
kicking?
bit. But then by then, like the dream's like we're
Well, you're
done.
literally a kite.
Thank you.
Look into that.
Thank you.
Yeah, for me it's more of like a swimming, like it's like kind of like Superman, like you're kind of like shoo, but the dream though is often that I'm flying away from like a crowd of people who are trying
Who
to
you're trying to have sex with?
No, they're trying to get me.
Oh.
I'm like flying and I'm flying
I
successfully.
thought this was one of the other closeted dreams where
Yeah.
like everyone's trying to have sex with you, all these hot men,
And
and
I'm
then
just
suddenly
like,
you start flying.
I mean, honestly, that is the kind of dream. I'll have that tonight now, thank you. Now I have a new sort of nightmare to have.
What we're
and that's
trying to
it.
say is that dreams don't mean anything.
They mean nothing.
They mean nothing.
They don't mean a damn thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like a dream that should be fun, like flying. I'm flying away from like villagers who are trying to catch me.
I see.
But I had a dream recently where I was like, oh, I can just fly and I'm flying and it's cool.
Yeah.
And I was playing Quidditch.
That sounds fun.
It was fun. I don't even know how to play Quidditch, but in
My
the dream
first
I did.
flying dream, like flying lucid dream, I was in Jurassic Park in that scene where the velociraptors are trying to get into the kitchen and they like suddenly learn how to use their hands and they like
Do
lock
the
the
door,
door,
of course.
and they're hiding inside the people are hiding in there. I was the person inside the thing. The velociraptors were coming to get me, and I was so scared. But then it occurred to me that I was in a dream, and then I was like, and then so I turned myself into a flock of birds and flew away.
Oh my God.
Isn't that gorgeous and poetic?
That really is. Also, look at this painting behind you.
The cloud?
No, the one behind you. I mean, talk about a dream.
Is that us?
Is that us?
That's us. Huh. Yeah, who did the deco in here?
Rocco.
Oh, interesting. I would love to hear your choice of art.
No.
Okay. Sorry, Rocco. Sorry, we don't care.
Do you have anything you want to say about the art?
No.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Rocco. That's Rocco.
And that's Rocco. And that's that on Rocco.
And that's that.
Yeah, so dreams are stupid, except for sometimes when you realize you're having them. One time I was having a sexy little sleepover, and it was...
In real life or in a dream?
No, in the dream. In the
Okay.
dream. And then it was like... But it was one of those things where it was like, we can't wake anyone. Like, we have to...
Oh, that's hot.
It was very exciting.
That's, yeah.
But then I did have a realization. I was like, no, this is a dream. You can... Don't worry about it. Go to town.
But it's so fun
Go
to be like, we have to be
town.
quiet.
It
Like,
is
that's
fun.
part of the
part
sexy.
of the sexy.
Yeah.
But it was cool to be having like a lucid sex dream.
Like, okay, I'll say this.
Because that's what
I
we
feel
should
like
be
being
doing every
super
night.
loud in sex is overrated. Why be so
Oh,
loud?
it's terrible. Yeah.
Don't.
Also, something really exciting too, and this is for my parents who are listening.
Yeah.
It's really fun in porn when they're wearing one item of clothing.
Yes. I don't like someone fully naked.
It's so much more fun when they're wearing one item of
I
clothing.
didn't know we had this in common.
Isn't that cool?
That we love at least one item of
Because
clothing.
it makes
on.
it, you know what I mean? It makes
Yeah.
it like, whoa. Like, you guys are
Yeah.
actually, whoa.
If you're fully naked,
Then
like if
it's
all
just
the
like, yeah.
yeah, like what are we doing anymore?
What are we doing anymore?
It's like I've seen it all. I don't care anymore.
Should we have sex?
And then this is when me and Jared have sex.
Have sex.
So for you
And then again, this is for my
podcasters
parents
listening,
who are listening.
you better go over to YouTube right now because you're about to see us have sex.
You're about to see us have sex. Yeah, so I mean, it sounds like you want to tell your partner that you had a sex dream about someone else, and it sounds like you either are dating a cuck or you wish you were. Because
Okay, but you know what'd be fun is that you could make it into like your kink that like you tell your partner and your partner's super mad at you and then punishes you sexually,
damn.
right? Like we could turn this frown upside down.
And I just spit again. Do you see that?
You're
The droplets.
nonstop
I'm like yawning. I'm
and
spitting.
spitting.
I'm like a baby
Rocco,
that
is
you
it
know.
always like this? Yawning and spitting. Why did you want to do a podcast? Like have your own.
I don't know.
Seems like you just.
Seems like I don't want this.
Seems like you don't want.
Look, okay, I always say I didn't get into stand up because I was so good at acting, and I didn't get into podcasting because I was so good at stand up. You got me, okay?
Interesting.
I'm desperate.
That's like one too many correlations of the mind that I don't know how to link.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think I'm mirroring to try to curry favor with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and we can bleep that out.
For sure.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Totally. That's just for us and Rocco.
Yeah. A father.
A father.
Rocco's a father.
We can say, without saying my
The
child's
name,
name, that Jared is trying to emulate my toddler that I have
Yeah.
to try to get on my good side
Yeah.
by yawning. But you yawn
Is it
more than my
working?
toddler.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I have
Okay.
a really active toddler.
Yeah.
To emulate, you'd have to run around the entire room, pick up every item, move it like 5 feet away from its original location, and then make it a fun scavenger hunt for me to place everything back to where it was found.
That is really cute and
That
sweet.
would-
And I know it's a nightmare to live that, but just hearing it, that is adorable.
There's just random stuff everywhere. Which is why I feel like, and then, okay, I feel bad. I've like thrown my toddler under the bus once for like my friend lent me a book and I couldn't find it. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I have a baby. My baby put it somewhere else. Turns out I had brought it to my mother's house because I was planning on reading it and I just left it on the nightstand. So that was my fault.
And this is why you're a bad person.
That's why.
And that's what I brought
That's
you
why
here
I'm a
today.
Christian. And you can find your way to God also. Do you feel like a bad person? Well, Jesus is here.
Hi, I'm Jesus. It's me. Yeah, so tell your partner, see what happens.
Yeah.
I think your partner's going to like it. And if it's really weird, definitely tell your partner.
And if your partner's really mad at you, then maybe you
Dump
should
them.
break up. Yeah.
Break up with them.
Yeah. But I think best case scenario is you tell them and they go, you've been bad. And then you have really kinky sex.
Ooh. Okay. We helped 2 people. And that's more than a lot of people can say.
Yeah.
How many people have you helped today, huh? Yeah,
Good
so
question.
get off my ass. I helped 2 people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And let's try to help a 3rd even.
Saintly.
Yeah.
One thing about Jared is saintly.
No one is saying that except for Poppy, and I like that you are. Wait, can I ask you a question before we help our 3rd and final, what should I call them? Listeners?
Listeners. I feel like you need like your own podcast version of what that word is.
What if I call my listeners the Jared?
What about them little sexy little freaks? Jared Rednecks is good.
Is that fun?
Yeah.
The Jared necks? I love that. Is that cool? Okay. Or sexy little freaks.
Thank you.
Comment below. What should I call you guys?
Sexy little freaks or Jared Rednecks?
Okay. What is what? I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
This is clearly my bedtime. No, okay.
Jared, this is entirely a lucid dream.
Let's help this person, and we can discuss further at later. But let's.
Wait, now I want to know your question. You left me really like.
I'm gonna ask you the question, but I'm gonna ask you after. Is that okay?
And now I feel like I'm really like.
Is that literally okay for 1 second?
Being questioned blueballed.
Yeah, you deal with that. You sit there and you wait, honey.
For
You
some
wait
reason,
for
you
my
doing
question,
that to me makes me
honey.
feel like your child, like using a. You know what I mean?
Wait, say it again. I make you feel like a child.
Or like when you're just like to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, why is my kid talking to me like that?
Why is my kid flirting with me?
Yeah, I was like, oh God, that's how I feel.
Oh, okay.
Not very motherly towards you, I guess.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, let's take this third call.
Okay.
See what
I'll never
they,
know what this question is.
See what the Jared necks are need today.
Okay.
Roll it.
Hey, Jared. Big fan. I wanted to ask about my partner is inviting me to go meet her family in Miami. And it's at the end of the summer and right after I'm going on a big family trip of my own, which will be expensive and time consuming in its own right. Is it okay if I don't go on this trip to meet her family in Miami? I don't know. She's kind of bummed, but I just don't feel like it's that important to do right now. So anyways, let me know what you think. Jared, I love you. You're doing great. Thank you so much for making the world. The world.
You can't even say it seriously.
He can't even get through it.
You can't even say it seriously.
And I get it.
Can't even say it with a straight face. Thank
For
you for
making the world. I made the world.
We actually don't know.
I said I was Jesus not 2 minutes ago. I
Not 2
made the
minutes ago,
world.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Actually, Jesus didn't, right?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
I don't
Again,
know. I
I'm
didn't read
not
it.
doing a ton of reading these
We
days.
haven't. We haven't. One of the 12 books you read in the pandemic
Was
the
the Bible? Could you imagine? I can't even read Shakespeare, let alone the Bible. I needed to read. I really enjoyed On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. Do you know this? Ocean Vuong. Mm-hmm. Really beautiful. It is
It is
a
really
poet.
beautiful, yes.
He's a poet, and that was his first novel.
Yeah.
And it reads sort of like a poem at times.
And also kind of like a lucid dream also.
Yeah. And that took me some time to like adjust to. Like I would read like a full page about like a red blade of light.
Yes.
And I'd be like, what? And I'd be like, oh, the door opened.
You're like, that's a metaphor.
Yeah,
Wait, that
like-
reminds me, I'm actually halfway through that book from like 3 years ago.
Oh my God.
And
Did you
same,
get
like,
to the scene where they go into the lake? Or the river?
maybe. I think like I can only read a couple pages at a time and then
Yeah.
it just sits inside of me for a while. Like I can't.
You're microdosing.
I'm microdosing Ocean Vuong.
Yeah.
And
It's a
that's
really great,
awesome.
it is a great book.
Yeah.
It is, I won't spoil it. but
Excruciating.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, but also excruciating.
Also, oh
You'll
my God,
cry.
There's an interview. He did an interview with something, and it's a podcast. And
You heard it here first.
he did an interview with something, and it's a podcast. That's the,
And-
that's
yeah,
the headline.
Yeah. Period. Anyways.
Yeah. And he talks about his mother and his mother going to see him speak in front of a big crowd.
I'm crying already.
It is cry.
I'm
cry,
crying.
Cry.
And here's one thing about me is it does not take much for me to cry. I will cry at anything.
Let me see if butchering this beautiful story will make you cry. So here's how the story goes.
Wait, you're trying
Ocean.
to do On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous?
Yeah,
in
I'm
a
gonna
synopsis right
Yeah,
now?
I'm gonna give a summary of it.
Okay.
No, of this interview.
Oh, of the interview. Okay.
So he's like, my mother wants to impress white people in America as an immigrant, which is something that I've bristled against. And I'm paraphrasing, because of, racism and white supremacy. But then he was speaking, and his mother is so impressed by all these white people standing and clapping for him, and he thinks that that's not a value because he is like sort of decolonizing himself, But then he goes to work with her, where she is giving pedicures, and she is like spends her days at their feet, and seeing his mother at eye level with these people, he realized that there was a broader picture behind that, and it was very meaningful.
And this was a speech that he
Yes.
did in front of his mother.
It was a speech that he did like on it was like a podcast. It's hard to really describe much further than that.
One thing about Ocean is Ocean will write about.
His mother.
Yeah.
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 Ocean will write about his mother. But anyway, I butchered it. I'm sure I completely misunderstood it to a dangerous degree. So don't listen to what I said. But go find the interview, and it's so beautiful.
Cut
God,
back
it's
to
so
metaphorical blade of light. It's a
beautiful.
door.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah. It's beautiful, and also like be ready to confront every aspect of your identity
100%.
afterwards
100%.
and be wrecked. And yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Where were we?
anyways, I feel like that answered the question.
What was the question again?
Seeing the parents in.
Oh, right. We didn't even kind of answer
didn't
it
even
yet.
kinda-
We didn't even kind of answer it yet.
You just did like a book reading. You just did like a book talk.
Yeah.
Did I wipe one of my freckles off?
No, you're good.
Okay. I have freck. Can you see?
Poppy drew freckles on. She's so perfect, she has to draw the imperfections on. Can you believe that?
No, freckles are like a thing.
They're beautiful.
They
You look
love.
great.
But wait, have you heard about on TikTok like eyebrow blindness or like freckle blindness or whatever?
Oh, what is that?
It's like where everyone shows photos of their past where like their eyebrows were like microbladed like insanely and being like, no one told me.
like made extra thick?
Yes. And then being like I just walked through life like this for like years.
Wow, look
and
how time goes, because it used to be the other thing where we look back and we'd see our skinny eyebrows and go, oh my God, can you believe how skinny?
Yes.
Now we're looking back at how thick they were, and they were too thick.
But I saw someone do freckle blindness where they're like, this is how I used to draw my freckles on. And they just like drew freckles over their entire face, which I thought was actually really cute. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Anyways.
And look, I support everything you just said. I have simply nothing to add to it.
Thank
But
you.
I support it,
Thank you.
if that makes sense.
Thank you. We're both like so. There's nothing going on in either of our brains. You just keep going. I support it. I just keep
We're
going.
both wearing black
"Thank
and white.
you."
We're like, I support you.
I'm like, thank you.
What she said
Thank you.
in a colorless world.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank-
Wait, but okay. My
okay,
question is,
seeing the parents,
here's my
seeing the
first big question. Did she go to your family trip? Because if she went to your family trip, you gotta go
Then you
to
have
hers.
to, yeah.
You
But if
gotta
like
go to hers.
you did your own family trip by yourself, it could be, I can see a scenario where you're like, I don't have capacity after this. Rocco's shaking her head. You gotta go.
You gotta go.
Rocco's
Rocco's
gotta
just
go.
a hard.
Wait,
no,
actually,
you must go.
No, that's true. Because when I was listening to it, I was like truly gasping, being like, you can't not go. You can't not go. Yeah. No, yeah, no. Okay. Backtrack. Rewind.
Also, this is comedian mind. This is the caller is a comedian.
Oh, so you don't even have a partner.
No, he does. He does. And she's great.
So this is a fake scenario.
No, it's a
being
real.
setup.
Yeah.
This is a setup. Oh my God.
Yeah, all the walls just like start falling.
You've never dated
You're like,
in your
are these
life.
on? You
Yeah.
throw the headphones off.
I'm being punked.
Yeah. Chance the Rapper is back there.
Yes. Because, Chance the Rapper is doing punked now, but it's called something else.
Well, he did punked when it was on Quibi.
Quibi.
Remember Quibi?
Yes, sir.
I was on a Quibi show. I was on multiple.
Wait,
Quibi shows.
I actually, iconically, you were.
I was.
You were in a really
and
important Quibi
I
trailer.
was shooting other Quibi. I was about to be a Quibi star.
You were
I
like
was
the
about to
Prince
be
of Quibi.
A household Quibi name.
Yes, and then
That's what was gonna happen for me, but none of that.
and
did
the bubble
happen.
burst.
Yeah.
Dang.
Look, I say what you want about Quibi. I mean, there was work. Can we say that now? We're all looking around at each other like, how do we get a job? Who has a job?
And you're
around here?
like, wait, Quibi was the one where it was 7 minutes long, right?
Uh-huh.
Like Vine, like a Vine.
Yeah, they were like trying to be like.
No, Vine was 7 seconds.
Yes, they wanted to be like if like YouTube had like premium prestige content.
I see.
Sort of like the
I
pursuit.
see. Wait, I feel like we're really leaving this person hanging.
We're literally talking about Quibi.
I'm
I'm kind of like, remember Quibi?
Okay, no, I think Rocco's right. I think you
You
should
have
go.
to go.
I think
You have to go.
Like,
okay,
it-
here's let me present a counterpoint,
Okay.
and this is wrong.
You look at me with fear in your eyes.
What if it's like you've been together for a long time, you miss a trip, you'll get the next one.
No, but he specifically said to meet the parents. So first time. I think okay. This is actually real advice.
Oh,
now,
ask
finally,
the girlfriend to
for the
pay
first
for
time.
it.
No, I thought that too at one point. But okay, this is actually for the first time on this podcast. I'm actually going to say something that's real, which is okay. I actually think this sounds really important. I think you should go, but I think set some realistic boundaries for yourself of like how much real energy capacity you have. Because you want to make a good impression. So like maybe like it's not a whole week. Maybe just go for a couple of days where you can really like show up 100% and then be like, I have to, you know what I mean? If it's after your own family trip. But I feel like you shouldn't not go. Especially if you're asking for advice about this on this podcast. It's probably not a nothing trip. It's definitely something that you feel a little stressed about, which makes it sound like it's probably important to your partner.
All the more reason why I'm like, damn.
You should skip.
You should like you're
Don't go.
you're right. This is important. Like he's meeting the parents. You don't want to fly across the country to meet your parents and be
then
in
have
a
it
bad
go.
mood.
That's true. But like,
And when you're in a bad mood and you knew you were gonna be, you're gonna be kicking yourself.
But are
You're gonna
you
be going,
sure you're
I
gonna be in a
knew this
bad
was a
mood
bad
in 3
idea,
months?
and now it's happening in real time.
yeah, like how long have you been dating? Is this serious?
Just dump her, okay?
Just
Dump her. You're gay now.
You're gay now.
You're into men.
Dump her.
All right.
Yeah. You're into men.
You're into men.
And then I think that's the best advice we can give is I think you need to break up right now.
Yeah. It's
I
time
think
to be
you need
single.
to say, I can't do this. I can't meet your family. And I also can't date you anymore. I don't know. I think ask how important it is.
Yeah.
And then also.
Also, it sounds like he already talked to her because he said she's bummed.
She's bummed that you can't go.
Like he seems like he's already floated this out.
I'm not a
like,
good listener.
By the
One
way,
thing
like,
about
I haven't
me-
decided yet, but I'm probably not going to come. Definitely don't want to.
Yeah,
but I'll
your
let you
partner's like,
know.
I'm sad. And then you're like,
Let me call a podcast.
let me call a podcast and ask if that was right.
That'll come out in 9 months. He's like, I didn't go on the trip because I was waiting to find out. I was on the line with Delta.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's true. Well,
Well, look, we
we'll
helped
never
2
know.
people.
We helped 2 people.
yeah, we definitely helped 2.
We can't, and that's a majority. That's a majority win.
That's 2 out of 3 ain't bad, famously.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Thank you so much for being here. Do you have anything that you want to plug? Like maybe a TV show that we're both on?
Oh yeah, there's the TV show that we're both on.
Yeah, and I don't know when it comes out.
Wait, when does this come out?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Nothing. We know. There's no way to know when the show comes out. When this show comes out. No, this will probably come out like in honestly like September.
Okay, September. Okay, September. Maybe our show will be out by then.
I
I don't know. Probably not. Okay, so then Jared and I are in an awesome animated show on Netflix, written and created by
And starring
and starring and
Andrew Law.
produced by, showrun by, directed by, all of the above.
Inspired by.
Inspired by.
Slayed by.
Birthed by Andrew Law.
Andrew Law. And now we said it.
Gorgeous. Now we said it.
And it's called Dang. Yeah, sorry, Netflix. I said what it's called. I don't fucking know if I'm allowed. I'm sick of this business. It's called Dang. That's what the email said.
And it's all caps with an exclamation mark, which is why it's appropriate for Jerry to be freaking out while saying it.
Yeah.
That's not a mental breakdown. That's real. That's called acting.
But it's literally, and if this is against the law, take me to jail. It's funny.
It's really
funny.
cute, yeah.
It'll make you laugh, and you'll watch it, and you'll hear us.
You'll hear us
Pretty cool.
like this, and we know you love listening to us talk, you dirty little
We know,
sickos.
you little fucking pigs.
You naughty little
sick little
psycho
animals.
pigs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
You're
enough
spanking. Well, I guess if it's September, I
Yeah. Do you have some?
have a show coming out on Netflix called No Good Deed, which is Liz Feldman's new gorgeous project.
Is that the one with Lisa Kudrow?
Yes.
That's amazing.
It stars Lisa Kudrow and Ray Romano. Abby Jacobson and I play wives.
Woo!
It's okay.
It's about real estate agents.
It's about
right?
real estate agents. Was that about real estate
I
agents?
auditioned
But it's
to be the gay guy while I was on a gay cruise.
I see the real
Yeah.
estate agent.
Yes, but
It's
it went
Matt
to
Rogers,
Matt Rogers,
who we love.
who is so talented. And
But it
wonderful.
actually should have been both of you as real estate agent twins.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't that have been nice?
Wouldn't that be nice? Look,
Wouldn't that
you
have been
win some
nice?
in this biz. You win some, you lose some. And when you're gay, you know exactly who win the sum that you lost.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's on period.
And that's that. So watch that.
Yeah.
I love you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, should we end on a little bit of?
Oh, we should. We should end how we started.
Just end the same way that we started.
Thanks for having me on your
Feel my finger
podcast.
pads on this microphone
I
right now.
can. I can hear it. I love your podcast, Jared. It's amazing.
I'm really putting my heart and soul into it, and I
tell.
hope that translates. People say that podcasts are a lot of work, and they were right. It is a lot of work, so please do join that Patreon because I like money and also need it. The place where I'm staying, they ask me for money in return for staying there, which is perverted.
Sick and disgusting. That's in a good way.
Please send me some of that.
And also, Jared's so beautiful and needs to buy skincare and hair care products.
I took my headphones off so I can't actually hear the details of my
Maintain his youthful glow.
I support it fully.
Good night. We love you, sick little freaky.
Wipe the off your fucking floor, you dirtbag.
Yeah, I hope you like jacking after this entire hour of us talking.
Now this is actually gonna have to be behind a paywall.
Literally.
Good night.
Speeding.
We don't know how to stop, so we never stop. We do 55 more minutes.
Just
Goodbye.
bye.
Goodbye.